I've been working for several years now on an ongoing series on the life and career of Woodrow Wilson that's already like a zillion hours long, and I only just got him elected to the presidency, so it's going to be another billion hours or whatever. And as part of that, I've read a whole bunch of different biographies of Woodrow Wilson, and there was a particular what I at least considered a bombshell that I shared on a recent Woodrow Wilson episode dealing with his time as governor of New Jersey before he became president. I uncovered that not only that he, as governor of New Jersey, signed a eugenics signed a eugenics bill into law, but I also learned that his point man on the eugenics law and on eugenics policies in New Jersey was a doctor from Central Europe who then, after being in New Jersey during the time Wilson was governor and being a doctor there in favor of eugenics, he then later moved back to Europe and ultimately ended up a prisoner of the Nazis. This guy, I'm blanking on his name, is a very complicated Central European sounding name. He was part Jewish, but he was also a hardcore eugenicist. And so because he was part Jewish, he ultimately ended up getting arrested by the Nazis and put into one of the camps. But because he was such a eugenics expert and such a eugenics proponent, he ended up collaborating with the Nazis even while he was in their custody. So he was sort of like a, like a trustee or whatever like that. And he ended up ultimately being at Buchenwald. And I still am not 100% sure all of the nitty-gritty details of what he did for the Nazis in Buchenwald, but whatever it was bad enough that at the end of World War II, this guy ended up getting convicted of crimes against humanity. Okay, now just think about this for a minute. Woodrow Wilson's point man on eugenics when he was governor of New Jersey, 3 decades later, is in Buchenwald collaborating with the Nazis to the point where he ends up, getting tried and convicted for crimes against humanity. Like that to me, you would think that would be in most, if not all, detailed biographies of Woodrow Wilson, right? I have never seen any reference to that in any of the many, many books on Woodrow Wilson I've read. It's never, I think maybe one biography had a brief mention that he signed a eugenics bill when he was governor, but no detail on it or anything like that. And I've never seen any reference in any book on Woodrow Wilson to this particular guy who ended up at Buchenwald.